So, how do I create balance with kids as a projector in human design? Am I even balanced? I don't know. So, I'm a projector in human design. If you don't know your type, you can click on my face or go right there and find out your type. But we know that projectors are a non-energy type, meaning they don't have a defined sacral. Okay, so we don't have access to that consistent energy that the other types may. And it can be a real challenge. I mean, like a real challenge. And I am an entrepreneur. I work from home. And I think maybe because I have a third line, or maybe I'm just a little off, I also chose to unschool my kids. I wanted to say homeschool, but it's really called unschooling. So that's a lot of energy, especially considering that I have two kids and projectors work really well one-on-one. So back to the original question. How do I create balance? Okay, it's two things. It's really two things. I create systems, and then I really hyper focus on self-care, and I'm an extremely selfish person. I'm not gonna lie. So creating systems, meaning like I have to have things in place that to make sure that my kids get what they need. And it's easy for me to give them what they need, no matter how much energy I have, right? So there is a system for their schoolwork, for example. They can go and use this specific software if they're feeling like being on a device, or I have a book that they can go and use, right? And ideally it's with or without me, but some things require my support. But at least I don't have to think before I support, if that makes sense. I am jumping into a system that already exists for curriculum. Just to give you an example, same thing with food. I don't like cooking. It's not my favorite thing, but I know how to do it a little bit, kind of, not really so much. But I make sure that I always have foods available that I can prepare really, really quickly and easily, no matter how much energy I have that day, and foods that my kids like, because I might not have energy to argue with them about what they want to eat. But other days I might have more energy and I want to make a whole thing, right? I don't know. And then the second part of this is just taking care of me and coming to the true and deep understanding that I don't have to have an excuse for my kids to be with someone else, and I don't have to deserve time by myself. It's an absolute need. It just has to happen, and thus setting up the structures to make that possible, whether it is another parent or it is a support person or a friend, having that readily available, no matter how much energy I have on any given day, is how I make time to take care of myself.